How is everyone doing today? So I wanted to do a review on these Vivitar GoCam. So it's the Vivitar DVR 757 HD. You can't even see that. There you go. Sorry about that. You're gonna get what you would expect from these cameras. They're cheap. They're made in China. They are what they are. My purpose for purchasing them was because I've got this fancy expensive GoPro here that I don't want to destroy in some of the shots that I want to do. So I purchased these thinking if I destroy them, no harm, no foul. They're $30 cameras. Like I said, you're going to get what you get. There's the packaging. They come in nothing spectacular there. We'll set these aside for a second. We have all the accessories they come with: power cord, suction cup mount for a windshield, handlebar mount for a bike, little GoPro mount. I think they tried to copy the GoPro mounts in here, and then these little Velcro straps. Not quite sure what those are for, but anyway. So here we have an authentic GoPro mount. See, just so there's no confusion, GoPro. So these mounts, they will mount on here. They're a little rough on there, but they will mount. The camera itself is only capable of a 32 gigabyte SD card, which that's not a big deal. I had a couple 16 gigabyte cards I put in there. I'll deal with those. It's fine. They only have like a 30-minute battery life, so not really great at all. I'll turn one on here. The video they make is not great. It doesn't have to be. You can see here I got 1 hour 16 minutes 44 seconds worth of time I can record on this SD card. The settings are pretty basic. Everything is pretty basic. They've got this. I do not like this door on the side. I'll probably end up ripping those off. There's your USB charging. There's your SD card slot. I don't know how long they take to charge. One thing that I don't like about them, and again, it's just as cheap as they're made, is the way they mount. It's never going to mount straight on the, how you would like it. So you have to thread it in partially and then thread this little piece up to kind of lock it in there. And even then, it doesn't lock tight. So I'm not a fan of the little fabric cover in the front, but it is what it is. These things have no purpose to last long in some of the videos I'm making with them. So what we are going to do though is we're going to take a few videos with them just to see how they, just to show you guys how they work. So I don't expect this to come out very good, but I'm taking a video now of you guys. And I'm also going to mount this on the tractor later on today to show you the difference between one of these and the original authentic, in my opinion, the best action camera ever made. No image stability with these things. They just, even holding them in your hand, your image is doing this kind of stuff, so am I having focus issues here? I do believe I might need to clean my lens. So we'll turn that off. And like I said, guys, these are $30 action cameras from Walmart. You're gonna get what you expect. I don't bother with this USB charging cable. I just use my 2 amp AC plug-in, and I know that charges them much quicker. So without further ado, we'll do some of the other testing on the tractor and stuff. Apparently we have a dead battery. There we go. So after charging the battery a little bit, we finally got the tractor going and we can do this. You know, I gotta be 100% honest here. I'm actually fairly impressed. As cheap as the camera is, there's a lot of tractor stuff I do, so there's going to be a lot of views like this, and I've got other mounting points around the tractor, but actually it came out much better than I could have even expected it to. You can't really see the vibration in the tractor like you really could with the original GoPro Hero. It's like the whole video was just all wavy. So I'm actually very, very impressed, and it kind of makes me excited to try these with more action shots. So now that we've seen pretty much what this camera looks like, I've decided to switch it over for the rest of this trip to my GoPro Hero 7 Silver, just to get a comparison shot. And you can tell the audio, the video, everything is so much better. But to be 100% honest, like I said, I am impressed with the $30 camera. I really don't know what else to say about it. I think for the purpose that I purchased it for, to use in action shots where it might get destroyed, I think it's going to work just perfectly. And thus far, I'm very pleased with it. If you have a reason to use it just like I do, I would definitely recommend you run down and buy one or 10 or whatever. Ultimately, time is going to tell, but I'm happy with the purchase. So that, guys, is pretty much what I got to say about these cameras. If you're looking for a cheap camera, so you don't have to destroy an expensive camera, then I think these probably fit the bill, as long as you realize that what you're getting is a $30 action camera. I think these will work good for what I want to use them for. I can't complain too much about them yet, but time will tell how long they last and whether the footage, since it's not the greatest as you saw with our comparison, is even really that usable. But so that's it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks a million, everyone.